of Infinite 8. Good to see you. Welcome back to Divinely Intervene as needed for my highest good, and then for my children's highest good, which means the highest good, with elevated seating. Thanks so much. All right, so this is a question that I just wanted to come up with a different thingamajig, a different vibe. And they gave this to me right here and now. I'm just tired of going to other readers and I think it's a blessing when you are confronted with bullshits. Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand? Well, that means like everybody, I came from this manufacturing industry. I mean, that's just like one of the scenes, right? Where it's like first to market, that kind of vibe. And so everybody's like, in their own way, they're like, oh, I thought of this first. I thought of this first. And like, it's like bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't know if anybody else knows that it's bullshit, but, the right ones will know, who's telling the truth over here. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing. Aren't these baubles so cute? Like, freaking so cute. Oh, they're matching. I love it. Yes. Make a big deal out of something, huh? Well, today... Oh, shit. Did I just do that? Anyway, it's like... People... I just like... It's silly. It's silly. I had to throw away a lot of people, dismiss a lot of people. We'll just say it like that. Like, again, it was just a display of follow through. Like, whether or not I was going to stand by my word in my belief system, in the fact that, I do not give a shiz about how skilled you are in a certain arena. That if you have no morals, if you don't have like work ethic integrated, then it's just like no character, no class. You know what I mean? Like, just no, thank you. Okay, so so I'm starting off with a question here. So I just dismissed those, which means that my crowd has, my feed has instead of like inundation, it's like trickle here, trickle there, and I kind of prefer it that way. That way I'm not distracted as much, and it just tells me I can divine on my own, and just to trust in myself. So I'm down with that. I went for my walk today. I was going to do my reading this morning, but then I felt the energy and they said, just ground yourself, go on your walk. Because on my tally mark abacus, I have my maximum inputs are on readings. And then the second maximum is eating my greens for the day. And then my third maximum is, cleaning. And then my fourth maximum is, what is it? Well, I couldn't call it maximum. The minimums are exercise and walking. So anyway, I got my walk in double time, and I just got lost in nature. And it was just just a normal trail, but I got lost in it. So much so that an hour had passed by and I didn't even know how that came and went, because usually when I just straight up walk it takes I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, but it ends up feeling like an hour, maybe 40 minutes. But I don't understand. Time just flew, and I took a lot of pauses there. So I don't know what happened, but it was nice. I am very happy I did that, to the point okay, I'm doing this next and I'm doing that next. And it was just I ended up, I don't know, running an errand and I don't know, doing, I don't know, making brownies and what do you call it, sweet potato cornbread. And it's just like, now I'm here. So yeah, it just led me to doing whatever I needed to do rather than my comfort zone of just doing my reading, you know, in the morning first thing. So I ate my frog, and the frog was rather tasty, and now I'm at it. Okay, so for starting off with what do I know, what I know that I shouldn't, and then to lead into the other part, what I should know that I don't. What is it? Yeah, something like that. But that's going to go with the Star Spinner Tarot. Okay, so what do I know that I shouldn't? Is led by Ace of Swords in reversal on my left side, recipient side. So it's like pinning something down, like an active inbox, like a, I don't know, like, it's weird, like ley lines overlapping. It's, I don't know, it's like it's omnipresence, so that wherever I am, I can pin down wherever somebody else is at. You know, that energetically, or even like logistically speaking, that may also be true. But like spiritually, logistically, that I know that's 100% true. So what I know that I shouldn't. And then on the doing side, I have the star card, which tells me like 100%. Like it seems murky out there to just anybody, but like I know we've talked about this card before. So it's like you can't see what's underneath there, but it's like, why are you trying to hide? Like I know that you're there. And the essence of being able to pin that down. Whether or not you are literally in my inbox of of like my known inbox of receptivity, like there's somebody Irish here, me receptivity, but I think that's part of like the Celtic tarot energetics, Celtic fairies anyway. Yeah, so I think it's yeah, I'm very good at that. Okay. So, let's see what else my Divine Panel of Infinite 8 want to say. Any clarifiers for that on what I do know that I shouldn't? Knight of Stones. Okay. So this is like, this is a messenger carrying things through. But it's kind of like what they're giving me is a picture of like the imagery of old school like wedding days where the couple would drive off after the ceremony, and then they would have strings of like not cowbells, but you know, like cans that teetered off as like cowbells. It's that kind of thing, or it's a formality. Like it follows after a ceremony, the loud noises. So something's trailing behind after one big thing like hit. And I really, really feel like it's severing ties, like the cord cutting ceremony, like the most practical version when you're this is like hidden magic. When you sign up for an agency, doesn't matter what industry, or like you are become part of like a partnership or grouping where they admit you, like you're there's no real exchange of the same data. So there's automatically, upon initiation, upon introduction, there's a lack of reciprocity, which means that you are delivering like all of your personal information, things that like, you know, like your social security number, your birth date, and admitting yourself to a background check, etc. And a lot of organizations tend to do that when it's like it's almost like an ultimatum, where it's like signing under duress, where it'll make or break whether or not you're going to be considered as a valid applicant. So you normally would just be urged to opt in to like ridiculousness, when some of that stuff that I think is outlawed in like how much did you make before. Like there are a lot of things that the law protects you on. So but when you're looking for work, you kind of like, you don't even give it a second guess, because it's like, okay, well, if that's what they need, then that's what I'll supply. And that doesn't guarantee you the line of work. So my last post on that, on the community tab, was my sample, a good like short sample, and I didn't overthink it. I was just like, whatever came naturally in scribing. And this is where when you do like what do you call it, I forget, there's a particular term for it. Automatic writing. When you do divination work, and a lot of like journalists and writers could understand this. Like when you're in flow, you're in flow, and things just come naturally. You find the right words, you find like the semantics for it, and it has its own rhythm and beat. So it's you're at a composure, but it's like full on there in composing. And so like that comes from the divine, and you're a part of that. So what was I gonna say? So that's what I was doing in the scribing, and after that, I didn't like, I wasn't in the intention like I'm going to automatic write, whatever it is. I was just like, okay, so how do I want to be concise and straightforward about this without like going over the top, without being too wordy, etc. Just being simple, and understanding that wordcraft is magic. Just like the baseline of it, like somewhere off in the nook and cranny, like, okay, it's like your little spirit totem, like good luck charm right here while you're writing, And so I did that, and then I felt the energy after, and it felt good. It was like, is it lacking anything? No. And then like something else came up, like, oh, should I say like, if you abuse my information, like, it's like, you could add that, but it's like, that's like the extra, like, no, you're just simple about it. And you handle your shiz with grace, and closure, and you offer that realm of respect, and that should be reciprocated. And if that is abused, because you already set the tone, like this is done. If somebody like mishandles your stuff, then that's automatically like read between the lines, and so so mote it be. Whatever happens, it's not my responsibility anymore with how with what karma is to unfold for them. I just know I've delivered myself in the right capacity in all avenues upon admittance, and retracting my energy. So what were we gonna say about that? Knight of Stones. Yes, so the trailing of the tin cans, like the loud noise, the cowbell, basically. This is basically the Bell Project here in action. Just a reminder, like tap on the shoulder. Like that was a ceremonial enterprise is what they're saying. Like that was a huge like hallmarker. I didn't get that from any of my peers. I didn't get that, like, not talking shiz on my peers, but I got that cue straight from the divine. They're like, you know what? It's just an assessment and like bringing it all together. Like I have been registered with these agencies for months, if not years, and I respond to like certain mass emails. I've gone through their processes. I've revised my resume for this and that, and still, like, it's all shit, And so I did that, and they're saying that that was the right move. I mean, I felt the energy with every one that I had submitted to, and the last one that I did, I wasn't afraid to put it on text either. And that was huge. Like, people don't realize how much energy is being stolen away from them. Like how much power, like money making power, how much wealth is being siphoned from them. And this was a good opportunity to work within my practice and teach my collective on what that really means. And I didn't expect to see results right away, but I got confirmation through and through with the first batch of last night, and then one, I think this morning or this afternoon, that was an immensely, like, that was a game changer right there. Yeah, so I'm not, just because that was my final, response. How do I say it? My last response was not my final. There are other organizations that I need to release that to. But by the power of Grayskull, by the power of was it new moon? Yeah, new moon in Aquarius, if that's correct. Like on Wednesday, I'm still within the 3-day potency of the like the grace period of moon magic. And I would have to say that where I'm at right now, I could do it on any day. I could do it on any day and will it, because now I have Hecate's like full-on backing and tools to and like an expanded support crew that that's just super duper helpful. So I appreciate that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's what this is signifying here. Yeah. This signifies almost like mastery. This is giving me like the 8 of Pentacles, the refinement process. And very focused at that. Like, it's not just like the flimsy, like muscle man, like brawn type of work of like working in a coal mine, I'm getting like Devo's imagery on that, where it doesn't, there's no implication or assumption of precision involved. Just hitting at, what is it? I guess if you're a sculptor or if you're mining, some people are miners here, data miners and or like crystals, yeah. So there's like a little bit of sculpting or even archaeology. Yeah. Like museum type of like background work, refinement. Yeah. Definitely. I usually don't get that, but that's what's coming up here. So, the rough housing version of mining, what do I want to say about that? Gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Well, the angels will remind me, if I need to say it. What the heck? But, like, you wouldn't assume that, at first glance, thank you. But we have crafters here, that are so good at what they do that it implies the 8 of Pentacles here, the refinement process. Like, you wouldn't guess that from we actually have what do you call, glass blower energy here. The people that make like vases and bowl, like very, it's stupid that I call it like, oh, just bowls, or they're artisans here, 100%. Like, even like glass beads, like if you could, this is really cool. Anyway, yeah, so there's an implication of that here. Yeah, really, really good at what they do. Like, they can eyeball something. This is really pinning down something. They could eyeball something and they're like, I could do that. But then they for real can. Like, it's not just like, oh, I think I can do that. No, they can do it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So something that I know that I shouldn't. Okay. So what does this bring along? Okay. So like, even in the practice, like whatever I'm doing here, it's not that I just read tarot or I can just do divination. There's a lot of facets within channeling and it's artistry. So yeah, like I was saying, like I didn't get that from anywhere. Like, the knowledge of relationships and their bindings and intertwinings into like our practical form of life. And so just because like, oh, it's been a year turn, or last fall I submitted an application, and but like you were like basically like throwing up like all of your innards, all of your personal data to like in some organization, and you're just like, you know, a number in it. It's like, you don't know what kind of morals or ethics are tied into that. Like, okay, when what is it rogs in like when you're in like a legal battle or whatever, there's I think something called ROGS, ROGS, or FROGS, I don't know, but it's like basically I don't, it's like similar to a subpoena, but it's like within its locality to the other party. So you're requesting a bunch of data within a certain time frame. There's like a statute of limitation on, this is like FYI, there's a statute of limitation within your thing, within your case, where you are able to request X amount of material. I think it's like 20 something questions plus X amount of material from the other party, like proof. And they have to formulate it and like meet up with the that data, I don't know, within like, I forget, 2 weeks to a month's time. But it's not like you just deliver the information. Some of the stuff is repetitive, and you have to like format it in a way that is acceptable to court standards. You can't just say like already submitted it, or yes, and see reference page, blah blah blah. No, you have to like duplicate that information, and it's like like I I was working retail at the time when I had to do that, and like I spent like, I don't know, 6 to 12 hours on it straight in redoing that information, because the other attorney can say like, oh, I can say that you are not in compliance because you didn't give us the information in the correctly formatted manner, that you were, yeah, just basically non-compliant. And so it goes against you. And when you're representing yourself, it can be very nerve-wracking and getting the detail, especially if you're having to access like credit card statements, and then like the credit card companies or like the mortgage statement companies don't have that accessible. Then you're going through party to party, and it's like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of toil, especially when you're trying to attain like full-time hours, full-time, like, or make the bills, you know. And I had to be straightforward with my lead at this retail job. And after like 6 to 12 hours of investment, I still didn't have like everything. And so I had to call in and just say like, I don't know if I can come into work today. I don't know, maybe like I just need 3 more hours, but I don't even know if I can make it in 3 hours. And mind you, like this job is like less than 10 minutes away from me, like easy drive. And so there were 2 or 3 instances of that, which didn't put me on probation. I mean, they understood like we all go through stuff. Okay, so when we're releasing X amount of information to these organizations, like it doesn't matter if it was like, oh, in, you know, last fall or last summer or whatever, they still have your data. They still have that recognition that you are opted in to whatever circles and whatever energetic like BS that they have going on. So it's best for you, no matter how ridiculous it looks, to engage in that formality to close that cycle. And they're telling me that's a huge game changer for me, because you don't know what they're doing off in the background. You don't know, like, especially with like there are sometimes that I will get texts at random. It's like, oh, you know, like we have this la la la, and email this la la la. And or even like any Joe Blow can go ahead and post something like on LinkedIn or Indeed or what, Career Builder, whatever job site there is out there. And like what's obvious, like I guess when they list it as confidential or whatever, or if they're with like a smaller agency supposedly, or even with the large ones, like for real, like a lot of them have the shittiest clients, like that just want to keep things under wrap. Like it's so anyway, all I'm saying is it was like it's just a momentary, like even if it looks ridiculous, like I applied to you like last year. It's a big move. Like it's a very, very big move. Yeah, so if they're doing, which oftentimes they are, certain spell work, you're no longer one of their head count. And especially with how powerful you are, they're gonna be like, oh, where's this person? They're not clocked in, they're not logged on. Like what energetically, you are inaccessible. And so, including with their affiliates and all of that, no. So I'm excited to see what happens after this. I know that it's prospectively wonderfully good, and it's bringing things in faster and in more amplified version of like its goodness, its sweetness. So what do I know that I shouldn't? They're like, oh, darn it. You know, it's not just like, oh, darn it. Like she's teaching everybody else to do the same. And once they follow through, they're, what you call it? These organizations, these affiliations are, have less and less and less power, which means that if they are specifically targeting you, whatever they, whatever ill workings they have, this massive karma that's thrown back on them, you know? Any demons or whatever that they're conjuring up are going to look for like they want their share. They want someone to pay up. And if you've severed ties, which I have, then there's only one other place to go. It's kind of like the spiritual mob, mafia type of energetic. So they come to collect. And so that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You know, there's this ASMR lady. It's funny. She used to have like super duper long nails, and that was part of her whole gig thing, along with having her own little salon. But I loved it when she would I haven't seen her as of late, but I think I need to tune back into her. But I loved it when she would just come up with like, you know, she would come in like a, what do you call it, like a ratchet type of customer would come in, but she wouldn't judge. She was just like like I don't know how she did it, but she's like yeah, I don't know how she did it, but because it's been a long time but since I've seen her work. But there was something comforting and comedic about it that I very much enjoyed. And then she kind of squiggled out of her comfort zone a little bit and started talking about things that were going on in real life. And it just kept it like very real and lightweight, and just, I liked it very much. I don't know why like she wasn't on my feed anymore, but I'll have to look at that again. Okay, these two Ten of Pentacles, and Four of Swords. So this is coming up like almost in dream state, almost in slumbers. Things that, like, I don't remember a lot of things that happen in my dreams. Like, I don't remember even having certain dreams, but there are certain downloads that come through within zones of meditation. And all it requires is just a little peace and quiet. Yeah. It's whenever you engage in healing yourself, or let me talk about me, okay? Because I asked, what do I know that I shouldn't? And so when I've engaged, because I can talk per my personal accounts, I can speak to that. Okay, so all right, so whenever I have engaged in any sort of like healing process, even like that goes down to like, oh, taking a shower and being very mindful about it, not like you know, like the elements that come into play, not just like, oh, beauty products, this and that, but like bare bone elements, the mindfulness of like its presence, and the gratitude of having that, because not everybody has, you know, these certain basics, and to have that, like clean water, fresh water, you know, that kind of thing, warm water, you know, to have a certain level of appreciation for that, and knowing that energetically you really have to cleanse and wash yourself from, rid yourself from any yucky stuff. So there's that, that it brings in the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, these practical forms of R&R are not just healing, but they pave routes to the Ten of Pentacles. So what I know that I shouldn't is comes through like a solo journey. 100%. So even though I received some detail and some hints and some nudges from other readers, I could tell, based on their lives, not just their personal lives energetically, but, you know, YouTube live, when they're conversing with other people, like how fake they are. Like it's yucky, it's gross. Like they pretend to give accolades to other readers, like, I love this girl, blah 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 blah, and I think her name, I can't remember what it is, whatever. So they cannot give accolades to a specific person, but then somebody else on their feed says like, oh, you know, oh, this person's here already, you know, this person's tuned in, and like, oh yeah, okay, cool, well, I'm gonna move on, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, that's her name, okay, well, that's cool, I'm gonna move on. And it's just like, it's so fake, like it's so gross. And I don't know if others are catching on to all of that, or I just don't know where people are on their journeys, and that's not for me to decipher. But for me, I knew that like that was a dead ringer for like, let's tune out of this bullshit. It doesn't matter how much this person can tune into. I'm not down for that. You know, like, ugh. So fake. So anyway, I get the maximum no degraded pentacle, not one degraded pentacle from doing my own thing. Like that shows me indirectly what partnerships are no good. To me, anyway. People may have other standards, have other needs, but that's no good for me. And I would say that also the same if I had to speak on behalf of my collective. That's a no-no. Yeah, okay. So, what do I know that I shouldn't? I think it's how to access this Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is heritage. This is like, Legacy. A lot of people would note that the Ten of Pentacles is tied to like inheritance. Like, okay, but I don't know if I want to go there. Do I want to go there? Do I want to talk about that stuff? I feel like the more that you give it a rest and you focus on your own stuff, rather than like trying to access, like where are we at on this, or where we like, the more like call it comes to me, like, Tina, don't forget about this. Like, you have an energetic cord tied to this, whether you realize it or not. And so it's like the more I kind of like just mind my own business and trust in the balance of life, even within this granular practical state, the more that this is attached to me, like, I don't, I think ancestors understand that value, and so they commend, like there's watchers, like ancestry watchers, and who's doing right by them in the collective. And so they look out for us. They look out for me. And so, like, you know what? It's coming to you. Yeah. All right. So what do I know that I shouldn't? Something fell down there. Okay, 4 of Cauldrons, and then on my left side, what fell? My left lap, what fell? 9, which is the Hermit card, the Magician in reverse, and 7 of Swords. That's so something comes to light in within dark magic that is a lot of bullshit, like backpacking a lot of bullshit. I know this because this is coming on the receptive side, like into my like portion of my cornucopia. This reminds me of what is it called? Wind, was it? Hold on, I'm gonna Roots and Wings Oracle. Yeah. Should I get that out? Yeah, I'm supposed to get it out before getting that card down there. So give me a second. Oh, shoot. Easy peasy. So something has come to light. And they are dark practitioners with a lot of bullshit. So this is like, this is an energetic. So that could be pluralized. So this is not just the embodiment of one person. And I know this to be true because I know who's been like trying to communicate with me at certain timings. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, like, you know, it's the new moon and you know that it's still within the grace period. Like, you're ridiculous. Okay, so, okay. So this is the Roots and Wings Oracle. And I still have these missing cards somewhere. Mind and Journey. Do we keep them in? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them in the batch. Okay. Oh, look. So Mind is open to abundance. And Journey is like cut into union. How freaking cool is that? So this is really good, actually. Like, this is like one thing leads to another. So I can't cuss out, you know, these energetics. There's a better way in handling this. And Freya is coming to mind within good graces. Freya, Athena, and like just all my ladies on the court of the Divine Eight. The original Divine Eight. They're coming into play here. And like, you know what, there is a way that an empress handles this. And this is abundant mindset, right? right? Abundance mindset. And, like, it's like kind of hand in hand. Like, yeah, like they're offering, you know, unity on this journey. So, that's crazy good. Like, we got you. And by that phrasing, if I got you, is for real, for real. That's crazy. Okay, so I forgot. Okay, we're supposed to get the one down there. Okay. Before I get the one down there, I'm supposed to do this. Okay. Okay, what do you want to tell me? The ladies of the court. Oh, one fell down over there. Okay. So, so that this is now, the journey is now on balance. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 swords. Like, you could stay put right there. You are grounded. You are rooted. You did the shiz, Tina. You visited all of these trees and bestowed your love and, like, energetics, like, commending each one, like, great job. You are... And, yeah, so that's what I did. I did my Nitro Woman thing. Unfamiliar territory, so that's where it's being led. Can I tell you, holy smokes, there was something so moving for me that just begun my journey, like opened up my eyes. And that was, I was at the beach. I've visited this beach like so many times, like weekly, like 2 to 3 days per week. And for like years. And this was the very first time that I saw like a big ass like trout jump out of the, it could have been a carp, but it was big. Jump like out of the shallow waters. It was like, it did a like little flippy thing. And nobody else was there. But I saw it. And that's what began my journey. Like this, do you understand? Like, so this is a new journey. Like this is a brand new cycle. I didn't even realize that this exists. I don't think that in the era that I have, like, anytime that I've used this deck, I do not recall ever receiving this. This is crazy good. Because this is actually similar to the Journey card. Where are you? The Journey card, yeah, the balance. You see? I drew it similar to what I remember the card looking like. Okay. So where is, mind is between direction, in reversal, and where's the other card to it? And still union. So I'm being provided like personal directions. Holy smokes. Abundance mindset, like it's holy crud. There's 6 stones on the cairn. 3, 6, 9 swords. There's a huge emphasis on reciprocity. So within my services, with my my OG females, femme fatales of the Divine 8, Divine panel of 8, there's they're offering like their expertise within logistics of when to do something, how to do something. There's a refinement in that. So because I'm following through, like, oh, I could trust you. Like it's becoming more instantaneous. Like there's a cadence to it. And should I tell you? Should I tell you? No, because I just was told what, let me see. Anyway, where is it? Okay, I will get 1 card to cover that and 1 card to cover that, and then that's already covering something here. Okay, so, covering that left-handed area, humility in reverse. Like, look at the sheep. There's at least 4 of them, 4 entities, we'll say. Entities could be sole proprietorship, you know, to, you know, full blast, public, you know, domain, multiples, you know, public trade type of energy, okay? But this is the sun in reverse, so there's a spotlight on these energies. There's no black sheep there. So that means these are energetics that are well known. Like in whatever realm they're at. Interesting. Okay, what goes in the Four of Cauldrons? I feel like the Four of Cauldrons is like, it's multiple choice type of thing. So there's multiple choices in life, right? But I don't feel like this is a standardized test. What are you trying to tell me here? What do I know that I shouldn't? Joy. Oh, how to get myself out. Making the right choices. This is the inverse of like where people want me to be at times. Like certain competitors, certain people who think less of me. You know, like people who think better, who is it? People who think that they're better than me. What's inclusive in that batch are those who think less of me, who minimize me. Like I was just let into the awareness sometime, I don't know, a few days ago, that some couple was having relationship problems, and I'm not gonna speak any detail into that, but that the female thought that with as much as she has already attained in life, that she doesn't understand why I'm so happy when I don't have those things, you know, those attainments that she has. Whereas the things that she wants are things that I've already established, like family, all of that, you know. Within its like white picket fence, like ideation of that, I guess. And that I don't have the white picket fence, you know? So, but like that implication of like, I don't know why you're like, you know, so happy. Like I should be the one, like, I just don't understand you. That kind of, and I can't feel, anger towards that. I just know that that kind of energy exists in its pluralized version. Like, what gives you the excuse to be happy? It's like there is no excuse. And in fact, there is no excuse not to be happy, and that's my vibe. That's my vibe. So it's like Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, with or without the skirt, with or without the tutu. I don't know why I'm wearing Desmond Tutu. Who's that? I know that's a big figure. I'm so sorry. But I think that's also a partial political figure, but there's so much more to him than just that. No, I knew his name when I was a kid, and like I said, like with Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, I never really watched her shows, only because I was at this youthful age where like sometimes a little too much drama is just like that. I just don't understand it, so I don't understand it. So like I can't relate too much of it, or like it doesn't entice me. So anyway, with or without the tutu, with or without the skirt, and even blending into the background basically of like the void, like you're nobody to anybody, like I still exhibit that joy. Like I'm still gonna hold on to like my conductor's wand, even if it's a stick, a twig, you see. It's like a divining rod almost, like, but it's also a rune in which I think it means like almost like death. Hold on, let me look it up. Where's my thing? Because it's like a pitchfork almost. But oh, okay. I have to look it up. Runes. Meaning. Maybe there's like a... Oh, yeah. Yup. Okay, so what does it look like? It is... No, there's another kind of rune. It's not that one. It's not those. Not those. There's different versions of runes. So I'm gonna find it. gonna find you. Where are you? What kind of... There's different kinds of runes. I know that there is. It's not your usual runes. I don't know. Different versions. They're just saliva. I salivated. Salivated. Truth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's good. Look at that. Truth right there. And that the version is coming from Orlanthe Runes. I don't know what that means, but that's the first time I've seen that. And from here, anyways, see? Interesting. Interesting. I thought it meant something else too. Oh, look. Torch. Kind of like in reversal. Do you see that? Torch. In reversal. And I feel like, no, I feel like it means one more thing here. I'm gonna find you. What else? Show me. Well, it doesn't show itself in the Elder Futhark runes, but there's other versions. I know that there are Celtic runes, maybe? Let me see. No, that's different. Maybe? Who don't? No, those are the same. But there's other runes. Do not. Okay. Variety here. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Younger Futhark. Let me try that. Show me. Younger Futhark, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This could also be recognized as the K. Hold on. This is via the Viking dragon here. But it could be recognized as K and Kaun or Sen or Kaun, K or G. Oh shit! I was there. I promise. So it's affiliated with. Hold on. Can I? May I? So give me a second. But let me show you up close. Right there. Show me. So K. I'm gonna find you. Darned. It's harder to see on here. Oh, you don't have my computer here. But let me go ahead and just check anyway. So I was, crud, right here. So K is, I was right here. Oh no, that's Elder Futhark. Gosh, I was right there. Okay, so Kaun. Oh shit! No, God, move. Yeah, okay. Okay. Finicky over here. Oh, darling, please. Okay. Okay, let me just scroll. May I? Okay. Let me just look up younger Futhark. Younger Futhark. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, I'm getting it. Oh, it's Futhark. Long branch Danish runes. Then there's short twig Norwegian Swedish runes, that's part of it. Short twig Norwegian Swedish runes. Okay, let's get it. That's why it's younger. Okay, so looking at this, the name is Kaun, Kaun. The Old English version is C with a tilde over the E and then N. Old Norse is also with an uppercase K, but AUN. The IPA phonetics are K and G. And the meaning is ulcer, disease, death, and malady. See? I remember. I remember. Okay, so wonderful things that this means. So I understand. Okay, so we'll just draw that in together, but that's what it carries there. So that's what I got over there. Multiple choice question. I got it. I get it. It's good. All right, so down here, let me see here. Ace of Stones, Ace of Stones in reversal. I've been served the Lover's card. Holy smokes. Self-actualized. You know, there's something that came on my feed. There's something about, like, the journey is not really... Life isn't about self-actualization. And I didn't take that as a snub. But this is, like, there's so much more than just becoming who you are. There's more to life than just embodying who you were meant to be. There's a certain... it's relative to the collective. So once you, like, while you're in transit, and then you like in the becoming, and then you manifest like who you are meant to be, like in your fullest capacity, like you're just but there's still growth to, still basically when you come out shining, like there's also placement, like and where you're supposed to be. So there's something about that here. Like you are like a firm investment, and you're going to be placed exactly where, you were meant to be. So there's something I got served. Served without the swerve. Actually, there could be a curveball here. 100%. But, like, dude, sun card right here, like, spotlight, on them. Spotlight behind me. Spotlight behind me. Like, this is fantastic. The spotlight's freaking everywhere. It's when you're taking like snapshots, which like could equal like 1,000 words or whatever, and beyond that, there's something about like a featurette almost in different places. So what it's supposed to highlight, it's supposed to. And this is wonderful. So what do I do know that I shouldn't is this is greatness that follows greatness. Do you understand? Like, this is karma in its like waterfall mode. This is when you start a new life, a new commitment, when you establish your firm commitments, and everything falls into alignment, all of your other choices, all of your other commitments, like it's so good. And this is It's also bringing divine partnerships, like invested divine partnerships. Like I got that. What I do know that I shouldn't is like this is coming through for me. This is already like basically here. Like it comes in with a lifetime warranty. Like for real, lifetime warranty. Yeah, bare minimum. That's great. That's wonderful. Okay. Anything else that my divine panel of the Infinite Eight want to say? What do I know that I shouldn't? 5 of Spears in reverse. That came on the left side. So it's like, this is an elimination. This is, I've already gone through an elimination round, but maybe it's still continuing. The elimination round continues. Anything that is not of the same caliber or standard has got to go and is going. Like, it's almost like I've already got predestined, there's something predestined, and like I have gatekeepers before my gatekeeping. Like before they even can touch me, you know, touch my energetics, there's a prefix, you know, to that. Do you see that? Like, that's insane. That's insane. Like, for sure. That's what's happening. There. Okay, I need, oh, that's bottom of the deck. Clarifier. Page of Wands. Anybody who wants to start something, they're going to start it with a prefix. That's beef, for sure. 3 of Stones in reverse. Yeah, this is like automatic dissolution, automatic, like, negate, like, done. Like 10 Commandments style. Interesting. And these are done by magical parties. Say derpsy. Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me in my divine panel of Infinite 8? What do I know that I shouldn't? And what it's showing me is like the implications, like the rough sketch and perhaps a detailing of the like emphatic nature of efforts that are being put forward that are attempts against me. Like I know more of their plans than I know what's going on like in my plans. The nowness, like my now moment, is what allows the unfoldment of an unfoldment of what's going on for me. But it's like I know more detail and more like instantaneous ongoings of other people's like ill-intended plans than I do for my own, only because it's like a checkpoint, like a kind of a reward pat on your back system of things that like those are the things that I have foregone. So it's just kind of like certification, almost like verifying and also certifying my verifying those, you know, those intents to harm, and my certification to what like I'm doing now. That's so good. That's so good. Okay. Was I supposed to pull any other cards? Queen of Cups in reverse, Cauldrons in reverse. Wow. 3 of Spears. So yeah, so like any degree of uncertainty that I may have in what's coming forward, they just go dark, Tina. Just like do Batcave style, okay? And pay no mind if anybody's trying to like look into you or whatever. Like we got that handled. And I know this because it's like we got the other stuff handled too. 3 of Spears. King of Swords in reverse. Who the frick is that? Oh, yeah. So again, it ties into my like allies, you know, allies that opt in. It's not like, hey, let me offer you this, you know, this partnership. There's something about like where these energetics, like there's a certain fondness, they're very complex, like in this most generous state of saying complex, you know, and it's PC way of saying they're complex, but they know themselves to be complicated. but it's meaningful complicated, you know what I mean? Like it's a way of gatekeeping for them. So very cutthroat, can be very stubborn. And they already know all these things, you know? This is not an insult for me to like saying these things. These are kind of just fact-based. They these are people that have a lot of control, and are very well, they can lie like no other, but they kind of get away with it because of a lot of the things they're not bluffing about, you know. These can be people who have mastered, I don't know about mastered, they're adept at the realms of telepathy, almost mind readers, yeah. If not, some are actual, you know, and that they also know the realm of like hypnosis, yeah. But they, you know, they're I have a certain place in their heart, not just in their mind. And they've come in to pull in their weight, and they're opted in to give me the assist, like the final run. Like, you've come this far, Tina. Oh my God, here's cheers to you, because you're gonna get to that finish line. I know if you've gotten this far, you are getting to that finish line. Yeah, that's what that is. It's interesting. Like I don't know, that's just crazy. Okay. It's like that's the least I can do for you, Tina. What the heck? What? Hold on. What? I don't want to say. 4 of Wands. Yeah, 4 of Spears. Like, yeah, this is like military style. This is a formality. There's like, this is the final checkpoint, you know? You're clear. Like, we commend you already. Like, we can make ourselves known, that kind of energy. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Like, you haven't just spoken the truth, but you get to now, you're walking the walk, but now you get to, like, walk under the, what do you call it? This, like, canopy of recognition. This is like the, you know, busting out, like, on the finish line, but this is, like, the prefix to it, like an honor type of energy. Interesting, crazy. That's what I know that I shouldn't, because it's very private energy. Like, there's a lot of training that goes through if you're already within these like committees or these groupings. That kind of formality, like you have to go through training, a series of like checkpoints, and so my like the things that I know that I shouldn't are like the admittance of like unorthodox admittance, like kind of like there's a loophole in this stuff, so it's not quite rule breaking, but from the exterior or within like the layman version of, how do you say it, the introductory version or even midpoint level of like being admitted as a formal like placement in there, it may look like breaking the rules, like unjust, but there's things beyond our normal units of measure that that are within the allowances, like within the threshold of allowances. And so that's not something that you argue with. Something about an augur. clearing out the shit. Yeah. So it works almost like an auger, like clearing out like the pipeways, like the system in that's regularly used, that you can like you cannot deny its purpose and its effectiveness. So that like it's admitted. Interesting. Okay, so the clarifiers, or the clarifier for that is dreamer. Yeah, like you're just like, this is, oh my gosh, it's on a boat. Like that doesn't look like it could hold its weight, but it's defying the laws of gravity almost. It's kind of insane. Oh, there's my tutu. There's my tutu. But it's kind of like, it's very revealing because the tutu is not covering up her private parts. But it's a tutu nonetheless. So there's a lot of transparency here. Like, you know, it's almost like being caught with your pants down, but it's like there's something so valid in it. Like there's, and was it No Shame in Your Game? It's like, what is that? Beastie Boys? Something like that, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. It's kind of like the tour guide, like, here we are. Oh yeah, look. You see the armband? I'm just noticing that. And it's the right hand, like, here we are. Like, this is what we've manifested. It's good. This is actually really cool. So this is like navigating all together. All right, so that's what, okay, bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, we already talked about that. Okay. All right, so we're still, oh wait, no, we're using this deck here. So what do I don't know that I should? Okay. Star Spinner Tarot. Okay. Or what don't I know that I should? There we go. I knew that there was a concise way of saying it. Okay. So just do a little pre-shuffle here. And then we have to do a Betty Boop thing, okay? So, boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What does it say? What don't I know that I should? This is the 4 of Coins in reversal on the recipient side. And then the Queen of Wands on the doing side. Okay. What don't I know that I should? Oh, what's mine? Like, as the Queen of Wands, you know, like, I know my elements, okay? I know my elements, but I should know them better. In the fact, like, whatever comes on my inbox, like, there's a sense of realm of accountability for the checkpoints, like checking in, checking out, like, you know, that kind of thing. Discernment, filtering, like, you know, filtering out. But what I should know that I don't is my elements better on, like, what's mine and what isn't. Like, some things are not mine. Like, that's OPP. That's other people's problems, right? What is that? Naughty by nature. Yeah, there are some people that are just naughty by nature, and some that are that carry out like mischief managed. Right there. So that's something that I should know. All right, that I don't know that I should. Let's go ahead and rephrase that because we're talking about like affirmations here. That's something that I should know. That I ought to know. Okay, what does my divine panel want to say? And they're saying it's what I should know is that I'm stronger than I think myself to be or believe myself to be. Yeah, I don't know. Wait. The Leo in me is far stronger. Like so much support. Like so Leo is my North Node. And I'm capable of so much more. That's what it is. I'm capable of so much more. You see, like opportunity is like a breast. Like, you see? Again, the shared roses, like right there. Yeah, I'm beloved. Oh, that I should welcome my you know, leadership skills more. Like I should kind of just indulge in that for sure. As they're saying, indulge in that, like pet it, like nourish that part of me, like really what do you call it? Care for that part of me. Take more interest. No, not take more, because I already take interest in it. But like really look after that part of me. Like I have so much more development on its way en route. Like a lot of opportunities that will showcase that. That's what I should know. Burp. Like don't get caught up in like these distractions of like people that dumping their shiz on you, you know? Their projections, their ideations of like what you are or what you aren't, you know? It throws back into that Pee Wee Herman thing. Like, I know what you are, but what am I? You know, and it's a constant. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, so what I should know. What does my divine panel of Infinite 8 want to tell me? Okay. Okay, what does it say? What it say on the right side? It says Temperance, the World card, and then an Emperor card in reverse. So the Empress is smack dab in the middle, implied right there. Okay, this is a non-traditional world card here, but this is like World Star. That's what it is. It's World Star. This is a healing energy. This is a healer, and it also has impact as above, so below. Like those that are, you know, in the realms of power that tend to abuse that level. It's not for me to decipher why they do the things that they do, but the impact is far greater than what is expected. That this healing power kind of rubs off onto these energetics too. And any improvement that they have that is non-relative to, like automatically, directly non-related to the pentacle energy within the empire is still a contributor to the pentacle energy. Inevitably, it's contributing to the pentacle energy, and it's like non-degraded sense, almost like what, biodegradable. So like even if there's waste, it still incurs that's like an automatic, like what, expected scrap material, you know. So it still contributes to the overall functionality improvements to these energetics and their empire. So it's kind of record breaking, because I got empire records and then like it's record breaking, that type of energy. That's on my right side. That's what I ought to know. Yeah, interesting. Because also there's like the Three of Pentacles right there. I'm granted that by powerful leaders. 100%. You see all those pentacles like raining down. Okay, what fell down there? Okay, it is. Oops. What? Six of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups. Four of Cups. Again, repeat it. And then Seven of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, this is like loves me not, loves me not. This energy is like, this is two versions of the same thing. This is driving back to the Four of Cups here, the right choice. It's like the perfect circle, but the right, yeah, like, you see, like someone is kind of like indecisive, like critters. There's a projection, other people's like projection, ideation of me, and this is my actual, like, this is my projection, my reality, my embodiment. And so the Four of Cups here is like, Like you got it, but you don't realize that you got it, Tina. Like I have it, but I don't realize like I have it. Like, oh, the ball's in my court. Oh, what? Huh? What? So it's like 7 of Cups, you are chosen. Like, okay, here, let me see. Okay. I am chosen, okay, out of all the options, but I don't realize it because it's right behind me. Like nobody told me. Nobody told me, like, until now, I guess. So like and then like, oh, I'm chosen again. Like, oh, this is more intimately speaking. But then 6 of Cups, like I don't know that because like nobody like texted me, nobody like, you know what I mean? Like it's nobody like that's what it's like. So that's what I'm saying. Loves me not, loves me not, that kind of energy, like going through like the petals. So it's something's like in the gears, like pedaling, like that's something that I should know. So that came on the left side. This is the right side. So within its locality, like there's something, like something's pedaling to something big. Yeah. That's what I should know. Okay. Anything else that my defined panel of infinite A wants to tell me? What should I know? Okay, let's get these after. I don't know what this is. Okay. Queen of Coins in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Coins in upright. And then 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God. This is so good. This is another repetition of the 10 of Pentacles here. So what I should know is that there's upcoming opportunities that are meant to like set me free again. Like what's coming. Like your future, like you're already, oh, how to say, I am already a master manifester, but something's going to come into play where I'm no longer bench warming or like setting up things to be knocked down. Like they're saying like you're a knockout, Tina, so like we're putting you in a place that like frees you up instead of freeze you up. And it's on its way, the 10 of Pentacles. Like it's that's what I should know. And then Queen of Cups in reverse, again a duplication here, and the 9 of Cups. So you can feel this. This is overall the 10 of Cups. You're holding the boat. I'm holding the boat. Again, I'm holding the boat, basically afloat. There's something the boat is tied to me. Yeah, again, dreamer. Like that's just what was it? John Lennon, you may call me a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us so that the world could live as one. I think that's what it is. Imagine. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm filling my own cup as it stands right now, but there's also some objectivity in knowing that like I'm not always at this state. This is objective. Like in the meantime, I'm just filling my own cup until something like firm comes along. So but I'm looking at the ship. I'm eyeing the ship. It's adventurous. It's in tip-top shape, almost like, you know, like Han Solo, his Millennium Falcon thing. Like that's my baby. It's all decked out, you know. It's kind of like a fixer-upper, but it's like adventurous, like a pirate ship, but it's like all decked out, you know. I'm looking at it, I'm scoping it out, and making sure that it's all good. In fact, again, whales are coming up here that I told you back, like I've had this repetitive dream. And it's so like it's one of the realest ones that I have ever felt, because like the fear and the honor of like these large aquatic beings, like larger than the ones that exist here and now, like massive. Like they strike the fear of God in you almost. Well, they didn't, like, and every time that I've had it, it's like, even though the dream was familiar, it was very much in the now moment, like very, I wouldn't call it ethereal. This is like, I told you, spaceship. It was crazy. So anyway, there's multitudes of that here. They back me. Like they wouldn't do any harm to me. I remember that. Like I'm kind of one of them, but just a different species. Like, I don't know. It's like, but I was scared of them. Like they stroke the fear of God in me. It was like, I've never, I don't know, I swear. Okay, so anyway, how many? There's a lot. There's a fleet of them. So this is super psychic, going way back into past lives. But this is what it dips into is something that like it comes very natural to me. It's something that's like rewrites the story, rewrites the terms and conditions. This is where I'm absolutely happy where I tie this energetic in. So what I should know is the more I give in to what fills my cup and what honors me, and just loving myself in like with a crown on, not like the page level, but those acts of kindness to myself facilitates my intuition, my level of psychic skills that reaches deep, like submerges, like goes, like it's almost like self-hypnosis almost, where I'm diving deeper and deeper and deeper into subconscious states that accesses my past life, but even the subconscious of my past lives. You understand? So that there's it's multitudes, fleets of intuition. So like I'm guaranteed happiness, not just my castle, not just like wearing my tutu and like my red bottom shoes. Huh, what? That's crazy. Holy smokes! What? That's this is amazing. This is angelic energy along the way too. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh! My van. Oh, 9. There's one. That could be my expanded defined panel of infinite 8. There's guaranteed happiness here. Ah! That's crazy. So good. Okay, I think I'm gonna just like, it's because it's already like 87 minutes. Yeah. So on the bottom of the deck is Page of Wands in reverse. Something's about to start. Like basically in your sleep. Like Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. So again, like Odelay, you know, where it's at, that was from my Divine Crew. But the image of the song came through, but then the image that was like with the clicker, like it all matched up from yesterday's reading. Like the dog trick, like almost like it looks like a mop dog, right? So it's like cleaning up messes, right? So it's like, oh, jumping over the hurdles. Like it's not just a relay, but it's like jumping over the hurdle, like new tricks. And so Jack jump over the candlestick. So this isn't just something that's just starting out of like nowhere, or like by small measures. This is like a feat that discipline, and doing something marvelous at that. Like this is crazy. This is almost, okay, what should I know? 2 of Cups. So it's bringing in really great like-minded partnerships. Yeah, this is an honorable mention. This is like a level of respect. Like, that's cool. Like, I got you. 3 of Cups in reverse. This is a pairing up, like almost like a do-si-do, like soon to celebrate. 8. And that's Strength in reverse. Wheel of Fate in reverse. This is an underground crew. This is definitely an underground crew that can celebrate now moments and navigation. This is hitting the root chakra, like Earth Star chakra. This is a firm decision made by like the upper hand, the ultimate upper hand, like the greats, you know. This is cosmic echelon energy. This is like, so, and so it is, you know, so what I do know, you see that sword, on the initiate part of it, like the initial part of it, the very first card that came up, is pinning that down. Like, this is the cosmic justice, realm of justice, that, like, we made it so. And so it is. You're just, like, that's insane. That's so good. Okay, so the top of the deck, no secret to Miss Saucy that I should know, is 3 of Swords. This is a heartbreaker energy. Like, what I'm hearing is like, damn, I should have not, like, messed up on, you know, her, you know? Yeah. It's not me being a heartbreaker. It's people, like, ruining their opportunities with me. Like, they've already X'd themselves out. They already carry, like, a mark. Like, that, you know? Yeah, 10 of Wands. Yeah, they did themselves a major disservice here. That's 13. All right, no. That's Swords and then Wands. Yeah, they did themselves a major disservice. So they're burdened by their own karma. Like, they have to basically grow up. That's what that is. They have to grow up. They have to take responsibility. Holy smokes. Okay, so what are my 3 takeaways from each? Okay, so I'm gonna go with this deck. So what I do know that I shouldn't. 3 takeaways for me. Page of Spirits in reverse. Again, I do know now, after all of this, that something's starting. My second takeaway is 3 of Empress. That in the becoming, like, I know that this is like a training session for me to, you know, it's kind of like, Grace, like school of etiquette, like beauty school, you know, that's the kind of thing, the becoming the Empress, within the submerged state of, like, you know, like, still making, like, a good impression without making a formal appearance. Like, when I need to go dark, when I need to go, into hermit mode, that I can still create a, like, a really great impression. So it's something that I do know that I'm being mentored on. Third takeaway is the World card. Chapter completed. So there's a new cycle. Like, you understand it now, Tina. Yeah, thank you. Okay, 1 clarifier from the Roots and Wings Tarot. Should I get 1 or a 3? 1. The Divine in reverse. Again, I'm being taught by, like, this is basically the Empress right there. Waterfall also, you see? I'm being taught by the Great Divine. As I go dark or am having to go into hermit mode, be objective or whatever, I'm being taught. I'm being schooled by the best. The best of the best. I like it. Okay. How could I not? All right. So what are my 3 takeaways from here? Well, that I should know. Oh, Page of Swords. A reappearance here. Again, I am learning. And to give myself some grace, like, to enjoy the beautiful things on the outskirts, and in the learning process to definitely ground myself in nature, 100%. Like, take a stroll, take a walk, Tina. It's not about, like, sticking your nose in a book 100% of the time. Your stride, your gait is built upon also what's out there, and observing other sentients. So people watching, or even looking, you know, observing insects and all of this other stuff, this floral arrangement, basically, divine arrangement of beautiful things out there, Tina, to observe. Okay. So, that's my first takeaway. My second takeaway is Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Again, another appearance of that. This is a huge investment. Like, it's not just serving you well and serving the divine well, but this is an investment, a prime investment. Like, this is your piggy bank, Tina. Yeah, so when you do that, like, that's what this is what I should know, that I am, whatever I'm doing on this note, is a huge investment. that it is like piggybacked basically in this piggy bank. So it's paying it forward 100%. Okay, my third takeaway is Knight or King of Swords, upright. So what I should know is this, basically I have not just like I have the King of Swords within both polarities. In fact, like there's a turnaround. There's like such a huge impact that it's turning around, like, what do you call it? It's not just like the King of Swords, like within their own ways and kind of invested in me. There's a turnaround for them. You know what I mean? Like they don't just like, they can't just like show their face or have their, it's not like just how they're known to have like just their nose up by many, but they also have their chin up, like all the reason too. So it's not like a facade really anymore. It's more like they are very proud of themselves for, you know, how they're perched and what is like involved in their scenario. It's much more like blooming. It's they've contributed to a beautiful environment, not just a prosperous one. So this is definitely, this is excellence. Yeah. So if we're going to look at the where do we have the King of Swords here? Where do we have that? I don't know. It was here. What the heck? Where did I put you? I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted you to have like a back-to-back comparison on that. Yeah, so my impact is, what I should know is, my impact is impacting. Yeah. It's doing the thing. That's insane. This is almost like, I don't know if comical is kind of lighthearted. This is bringing back the era of like, you know, Andy Warhol, like the Campbell soup type of energy, kind of like nostalgic, but also like, it's not like the, how do I say it? It's favorably looked upon, like almost like a historic, like museum. Like this is something that they would also be proud of, like associating themselves with. You know, like it's you know, the pop art energy. You know, like the cartoons that like have the dot 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 dot, you know, energy is, you see. They're proud of putting that on display. These energetics, like that's excellent. So this is no longer hidden energy. This is something that, like, everything that they've invested in, there's like nothing to hide. They're just like the proud they got here, and that each and every like life experience has led them up to like here, perched right here. And so that's crazy good. They have blooms of their own, and then they also have contributed to the wealth of others, other, you know, on the outskirts. This is overall a happy ending. Yeah. There's a hidden bird in the background. I don't know if it's like a peacock or if it's like a phoenix energy, but that's implying me. You see it like very, very, very up close. You see? Pop art. You see what? Like, that's insane. That's cool. Like at the portal. That implies also the energy of the Queen of Pentacles in this energy. Is it? Yeah, because she's standing at the portal and she's green and whatnot, but like there's portal in front of her and portal at the back, like far, like, you know. So that's what it's showing me. We both mean business, and it's there's a level of like partnered like effectiveness in this. This is very, very good, because this King of Swords has not like felt this good, and they can't remember when, but they're shining in it, you know. It's golden. I love it. Thanks so very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strengths, blessings, and intellectual property from those that call upon, cast, generate, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to light and love energy, and then refortified back in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading. Now.